Well, Xbox has not been having a good month. This has probably been one of the worst months for them in a long time. Well, who am I kidding? They've actually been having a bad couple of years. Made some big moves, bought a bunch of studios, and now they don't know what to do with them. Microsoft shakeup, Xbox division closes. Renowned studios and major cost-cutting move. This is the story I told in a video yesterday, talking about how they closed a ton of developers, including the people who made Hi-Fi Rush, which is a critically acclaimed game from critics and audiences, but they closed it down. They went around buying a lot of studios up, and now they're saying that they don't have the resources to run them. So did they just buy all of these studios for Game Pass games then? And running them, was that an afterthought? I watched a video of one of the people who runs Xbox, and she looked like she was ready to cry during the interview. She looked very, very upset. And she was just getting asked, small questions. One of them that upset her was the one about Hi-Fi Rush. People have been talking about that game quite a bit. And what's funny is that during a town hall recently, this is after the announcement of layoffs, Microsoft said it needs games like Hi-Fi Rush the day after killing its studio. They need smaller, cheaper games. Well, what do you think this game was? I mean, they're rightfully getting made fun of. They've made a lot of stupid decisions over the past couple of months, and this is yet another one. So there was another town hall meeting, I guess. This one didn't have anybody officially at it, but some of the employees have reported back to Jason Schreier over at Bloomberg. And he's reporting that they were told at the meeting that more cuts are coming. So more employees, more studios are going to close. It's all on the chopping block. I'm not really sure why they bought all of these studios. They had to have been able to see where things were going. Game Pass, it turns out, not really bringing in the money that Xbox claims it is. They had a peak point around 2021, and it looks like it's been all downhill or kind of stagnant since then. And they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They're having problems. I can tell you one thing you could do real quick. Fire Sweet Baby. You know, Sweet Baby is like an Xbox Studios partner. They don't have money to pay employees, but they've got money to keep that shitty service around. Okay. Xbox is offering voluntary severance agreements to producers, quality assurance testers, and other staff at ZeniMax as part of the broader cost-cutting initiative. So the story says that they have begun offering voluntary severance agreements to producers, quality assurance testers, and other staff at ZeniMax, which it purchased in 2020 for $7.5 billion, according to people familiar with the company's plan. Others across the Xbox organization have been told that more cuts are on the way. So more cuts are coming. And you thought last couple of days have been a bloodbath. That's probably just the start. Their sales are way down. I've talked about this before. The Xbox sales are practically dead. They can't give them away. No one's buying them. And it's something I've talked about before. What's the need for one if you can play all the games on PC, and now even PlayStation? They're starting to put them over on PlayStation too. Don't be shocked if you see Master Chief Collection pop up over on PS5. Wouldn't that be wild to see Master Chief on PS5? It might happen. It might happen. I thought this part was really interesting too, where they talked about how growth for the Game Pass is flat to low single digit. That's pretty bad. It's been like that since the middle of 2021. Game Pass spending really had its big growth period in the late 2019 through early 2021, and then since it has settled. And that's, of course, because everyone was stuck in their house during the coof. And then they got to go back out, and they stopped playing as much when it comes to video games. I don't know, did you think people were going to be locked in there forever? While there's no indication that Xbox plans to ditch the Game Pass model, there are hints that its big bets have not paid off. During the most recent quarter, sales of Xbox content and services were up 62%. However, that's because they bought Activision Blizzard. If you take them out of the equation, their revenue would be down 5% year over year. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if you can save this brand, to be honest. Like, what do they do? What are they going to do? Game Pass really isn't taking off like they thought it would. And it's not growing year over year. That's what they want. Instead of losing money every year, which is not a good sign. I wonder what the future of Xbox looks like. I mean, Microsoft is doing good, but their cool brand, which is what Xbox is kind of losing its appeal. I'd say it's kind of lost it a while ago. PlayStation has completely wrecked it again. Probably going to be the only major console. Nintendo's not going anywhere, but I don't really put them in the same category as PlayStation anymore because Nintendo just kind of does its own thing, and it's worked out very well for them. But Sony is trying to be a traditional console, but even they're having a little bit of issue because, I mean, they're putting all their games on PC now. I think consoles are on their way out. Game Pass would be a way for Xbox to survive, but it doesn't sound like it's really doing the numbers they thought it would. And PlayStation, I don't know how long they can hold out. I think they'll get another generation for sure, but I wonder if we get another Xbox console, to be honest. I don't think we get another one. Maybe I'll be proven wrong, and maybe they'll do one more, but I just really don't see the point. It really doesn't seem important to their future. So I would say the Xbox physically is on its way out the door. That's just my speculation. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe everything will be fine. What do you think? What are your thoughts on all of this in the comments? Please let me know. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.